Hello students, today we are going to start our communication skill point. In this, the first point is everyday English. Now in this part, the first point is given about talking about past events and experiences. So, how can we talk about our past events or experiences in our day-to-day life or in day-to-day English speaking? Now listen carefully. Open your books, page number 162. First line. When we need to talk about what has already happened, we need to use the simple past tense. So whenever we want to talk about anything that has already happened in the past, for that we need to use simple present tense. For example, my mother gave him a piece of cake when he was hungry, or the driver was caught for speeding on the road. These sentences means that the action being talked about has already happened and is over. So in these two sentences, my mother gave him a piece of cake when he was hungry and the driver was caught for speeding on the road. So in these both two sentences, the action is already happened or it is over. Therefore, we are talking about that past event now. We can talk about past events and experiences that happened totally in the past in this manner. That is by using the simple past tense forms of the word. So in this way, we can talk about the past events in our life using simple past tense. Suppose you are talking about a trip. Suppose you are talking about a trip that you and your friends undertook last month. So last month you with your friends went on a trip and you want to discuss about that trip, what happened in that trip. So there is a paragraph given about that. Now listen that. Last month, it means past time, last month. All of us got together into a group and decided to go trekking. Trekking it means along and exhausting journey. Trekking to the top of the Nilgiri mountains. So here in this paragraph, we are talking about a trip we had in the last month. So what we say that we got together in a group and decided to trek to the top of the Nilgiri mountain. We first sat together, decided on the kinds of thing that we needed to carry. We chalked out. Chalk out it means plan something, to make a plan of something. And then checked and we checked the list with which with each other. On the day when we were to start on our trip, all of us met at the station when we then counted the number of peoples, got our luggage together and boarded the train. We got off at Mettupalayam station and then got into a bus of Uttakamand. We had fixed up our loading at guest house. We took a day's rest and then started afresh the next day. We took our road map, our backpack with food, water and medicines, etc. and then started trekking up the hill. On the evening of the first day, we put up tents and halted. Halt, it means stop. Halted for the night. We started off the next day at the crack of dawn. Crack of dawn, it means daybreak. It means the starting of the day. And then mid-afternoon reached the top of the hills. The view was splendid. Splendid, it means magnificent, magnificent. From there, we watched the views from there. We took photographs and then we ate our snacks, talked and had fun. So this is the paragraph we are discussing here about a trekking trip, and that is fully in the past tense. Whatever happened in that trip, that was presented here in the past by using simple past tense. Now after that there is given information. You will see that in the above paragraph all the main verbs are in the past tense. It means second form of the verb used there in all the sentences. For example, got, decided, sat, chalked, checked, rechecked, made, counted, got, boarded, got off, got into, fixed, took, started, put, halted, started, reached, watched, took, ate, talked, had. After that, next paragraph. Therefore, when we need to recount it means remember and describe what happened in the past at a particular point of time, we need to use the simple past tense form of the verb. So in this way, whatever happened in the past, if we are remembering that, so for that, if you want to tell those past things, so for that we need to use simple past tense. In a narrative sequence, for example, in the story, it may not be always necessary to use an adverbial of time to show when exactly the event occurred. So in any narration, whenever you are talking about a story, so that time you can use this. For example, for an incident such as one reported above the world last month. So at the beginning of the piece helped to locate the set of events. So at the beginning of any article, any paragraph, if you write there last month, so automatically last month it means you are going to talk something about the events happened in the past. So this is very important to write at the starting of the paragraph, last month, next month, this month. In this way, the reader could understand what is your intention to talk about what event, past event, future event you are going to talk. In the work of fiction, which is totally in the past tense, there would be no necessity to give adverbial points of time. And last paragraph now. When we write reports on what happened in the past, this is method we need to use. So whenever we want to give a report about the past events, so that time we need this method to use in our report. This would mean a report of experiment, newspaper report, general reports of events, occurrences, etc. Perhaps reported in a magazine or journal, official and business reports, all of these have to be described with the past tense form of they related to what has already been done or should. So you are going to write any report, so that report also you can write, you must write in past tense, because whatever happened in the past time, in the past tense, that you are going to write now today. Therefore, all the reports you can write in uh, simple past tense in your language or in your own words. So in this way, this first part of everyday English ends here. We are going to stop here. Have a good day to all of you. Thank you very much.